Hey guys, my name is Kevan Chandler, and I am a writer and public speaker on the subjects of friendship and creative accessibility. I'm also the founder of a nonprofit called We Carry Kevan, which has the same focus. And all of this came out of a few years ago when my friends and I wanted to go to Europe, and the places we wanted to go, the things we wanted to do, were not going to be wheelchair accessible. And so we left my wheelchair home and we took a backpack that we had designed specially for me to be carried on these friends' backs for 3 weeks as we explored all over Europe. We danced in the streets of Paris and hiked through the English countryside and explored monasteries in Ireland. It was a really amazing experience. And then 2 years later, we got to go to China and do the same thing. And from this, a lot of families and individuals with disabilities started reaching out and saying, where'd you get this backpack? Where did you get these friends? How are you making these trips, these adventures happen? And so we started this nonprofit called We Carry Kevan to answer those questions as best as we could. So we went to Europe, which meant while we were there, we went to France and England and Ireland and Wales. And then, as I said, 2 years later, we went to China, a few different cities there, including Beijing. And then in between those two trips, we also did a few things around North America. We went to the North Carolina hills, the Appalachians. We also went to the beaches of California and Vancouver Island. We did some hiking there. And then we also got to walk around Memphis, Tennessee with the backpack and my friend's backyard in Nashville, Tennessee. And also my own hometown of Fort Wayne, Indiana, just using it where friends' houses may not be wheelchair accessible and we want to spend time together. So I love that scale that we can do these big epic adventures overseas, and then we can also use the backpack to watch a baseball game in a friend's basement. I really love that scale to do the smallest things and the biggest things with this one tool. And that's possible because of my friends and I being creative and working together to come up with solutions to make our world accessible around us. Of all the places that I've been, I wish that I could say that I had a favorite, but each place has been so special for such different reasons. And so, I don't know if I can say one specifically is my favorite. I will say I've been back to England to visit friends that we met while we were there with the backpack, and so that is an especially special place to me because of the friends that we met there. So maybe that's it. I don't know. So now with the nonprofit, now with we wanted to answer these questions about friendship and accessibility and the backpack, and so we have actually worked with a company called Deuter to make the backpack available to families all over the world. This company helped us to design it and produce it, and so that is now available. And over the past year and a half, we've been able to distribute over 400 backpacks to more than 20 countries, families in everywhere you can imagine. It's been pretty awesome to see that this tool that we came up with for our little adventure has become something that families can use all over the world to have their own adventures, and to see them be able to work together and to think differently about accessibility, and that we get to be a part of that in their lives is just so exciting and encouraging. You asked about accessible tourism around the world and what I think of it. I think that we are getting there. I think that there is some responsibility in countries and states and towns to make some things accessible, to do what they can in the traditional sense of ramps and elevators where it makes sense. But I also think that we as a culture need to be willing to think outside the box, and we need to work within our circle of friends and figure out what we need to do personally to make the world accessible. So my friends and I did a backpack, and we are just thrilled to share that with the world. But that doesn't work for everybody, and so something else may work for someone else, and we encourage you to figure out what that is, and we would love to come alongside you and encourage you and work with you on that, because we believe that if you get creative and courageous with your ideas and you're willing to work together, then true accessibility comes together, and that can look all kinds of ways. So into some really amazing places that are traditionally accessible, and then I've been to other places that are equally amazing that wheelchair can never see, and so we have to figure out how to get people there, and I think we can. So we'll figure it out.